since he's arrived at here's the touch on the right hand side for the man wearing number 74, that's Luke Bolton. Rides the challenge, here is Bolton. The right hand side, محرز, his first involvement, Brahim Diaz. City has really started on the front foot here, plenty of time. Definitely playing in that advanced midfield role. Challenge by Zaga, the club record 60 million. And, they expect to be battling in all competitions again in the season coming up, so he will need a bit of depth to that squad. Zip on that with his right foot, headed away by Zinchenko. Tidied up by Foden, escapes under the studs of Diaz. محرز unable to keep it in play. Down that right hand side, one of whom was Foghorn, the other was Pulisic. Foden.
No, they're not in Dortmund. I've got some big players. Very interesting as well, talking about the press with Man City in the Premier League. A lot of teams, when they were pressed with that,
Neuer an obvious target here. Lemecha, strong centre forward. محرز comes out with the corner. Out one more by Diaz. Zinchenko. Now محرز, left-footed, tempting delivery, Marvin hits.
On play.
Premier League winner with Leicester, PFA Player of the Year. Was always for to Bayern Munich, a couple of seasons there. Since he's arrived at Borussia Dortmund, first season. Brought Thomas Delaney in the central midfielder as well this season. More pressure on that position. Goalkeepers these days, can you pass it first? If you can save it, well and good, but can you pass it first?
I think we said that with Guardiola, that was the first thing he said. That's what he wants his goalkeeper to do, and that's what he made. And it'll be interesting because obviously new manager, a lot of changes in the squad as well, going out and coming in. So you know, this tournament is ideal for them to build that squad together and get them ready for the start of the season. Oh, well looked after now, like you say, you know, the coaches for everything now, and you know, they have it off to a T, so they know exactly what the players need for rest and recovery, you know, and they know what they need to get themselves back to a fitness level. But again,
you can play off against Dynamo Kiev, but they lost 3 key players. Bad challenge by Burnic. Gone right through the back of Riyad Mahrez. And this is where there's a deep intake of breath amongst Manchester City supporters, but mostly among the men in the expend the big money to bring him in.
Yeah, I think it was Garcia played the ball into him and he's just tried to rob it in front of محرز.
Foghorn, Harrison. Nice ball, here's محرز. Popping up in that number 10 position. Shadowed by Rhoda. Slowly making his way over, 2-on-1. Oh, lovely ball, and Diaz has continued on his run, deflected. Douglas Luiz is there as well. If Douglas Luiz gets to take this ahead of محرز, that would be a bit of a surprise. It's محrز, it's brilliantly struck, what a save! Strong hand from Marvin hits.
Thanking his goalkeeper, maybe it was him, yeah, no, it's off the last man on the left, on the right hand side. It's a fantastic save from the goalkeeper. Here you see again, محrز, Rhoda it was, yeah. Gets his hand up and over the bar, brilliant save.
Oh, there won't be too many. It looks like all 11 might be back out again. We did see... Riyad Mahrez wants to have a look inside, it's back with Garcia again. Manchester City. Bolton under pressure, managed to extricate himself from a difficult-looking situation. That is a late challenge by Dan.
Brown. Just ball played into him here. It's a nasty challenge. That could have been serious injury.
Tough stuff, Jason Denayer. There's the switch by Harrison. محrز, good position one-on-one against an inexperienced fullback. To Diekman's credit, he turned him back inside to where he knew he had support, and
he hit him straight in the head and he didn't move.
Is there another bit of magic here? It's محرز! Oh. Well, he went near side. Not quite sure how he... Here's Garcia. Luis again. That defensive midfield role for Manchester. Let's face it, they're a bit of an easy sell as well, aren't they, if they come looking. Moment. Just the one change at half-time. Joe Hart coming on. Skipped in towards the run of Phil Foden. Tia. Instant pass forward for Brahim Diaz. Down by Dahoud, who just doesn't go in as aggressively that time. Peter Stoger when he took over.
Yeah, he's good range of passing as well, Shaheen. He's willing to... It's offside there, but he's willing to spray the ball around big, long passes, short ones as well. He's a tidy player.
Didn't quite happen for him when he left Dortmund after 11 years in 2000. There goes Zinchenko now, tracked back by Wolf. Looks for the big switch. He's got quality in that left foot, Zinchenko. محرز spins it in, headed away by Diallo. Douglas Luiz, strong challenge with Dahoud as those two come face to face again. Here's Brahim Diaz, Ronaldo all in the starting 11. Lost that one, Manchester City 4-1, but Humphreys showed that he had the maturity to play on that stage. 2 senior appearances so far, back in 2016 in the early rounds of the FA Cup. Big switch out to محرز, backing up Diekman. Inside to Nemecha. Nemecha goes for goal. And Nemecha looks big, strong, powerful, and direct as well. He's going through that period in career where his strength of character has been tested, Joe Hart.
What football is, you have to take the good with the bad, and like I said, it's time for him to move on now, but it's going to be difficult to sit for another season not playing any football.
Gare, Leroy Sané I think might be coming on as well. محرز is